A new poll by Emerson has shown that the mainstream media's belief that Bernie Sanders has done has been greatly exaggerated. This poll shows that on 3 key metrics, Bernie Sanders can still win the Democratic nomination and is the one best poised to defeat Donald Trump in the general election. So the top line is that Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden are tied at 27% apiece, but Bernie Sanders is the one with some upward momentum in this poll. It's not a surge, it's only a couple points gain versus the last Emerson poll, but he is up. And the gap between Bernie and Warren and Biden and Warren is now 7 points, and Warren has shown no upward momentum. Crucial here as well is that Pete Buttigieg's momentum, which has been shown in a couple dubious polls in places like New Hampshire, isn't bearing out in the national data. And although he is the top of the also-rans, he's still below 10% and is nowhere near Warren, let alone Sanders or Biden. It really does look like this continues to be a 3-person race, at least thus far, and the attention that Buttigieg is getting is maybe more than his popular support merits. But crucial here is that Bernie Sanders' supporters are by far the most solid. Nobody else has support bases strong as Bernie Sanders. 71% of Bernie supporters say they will definitely vote for him. Biden does well on this count as well at 60%, but Warren and Buttigieg, less than half their current supporters, are guaranteed to vote for them right now, which means that there's a lot of support up for grabs from Warren and Buttigieg supporters when it comes to the fact that in this tense and long and tough contest, you need supporters that are loyal to you. No one beats Bernie Sanders on that front. But massive here, perhaps the biggest factor of all, is that when you ask Americans about a hypothetical 2020 matchup between Trump and the 4 highest Democratic primary candidates in terms of polling, you see that only Bernie Sanders beats Donald Trump. That's the reality here. So much has been made about electability, about how you need to pick the person that can beat Donald Trump, that all the good progressive ideas in the world won't matter if Donald Trump isn't defeated. And that's been used as an argument largely against Bernie Sanders to say that, we love Bernie, but he just can't win the big one. But poll after poll after poll has shown that Bernie Sanders is often the best poised to beat Donald Trump in a general election, and to beat him not just in blue states, but even in some red states. This Emerson poll is closer than many others. A lot of polls indicate that Bernie isn't the only one that can beat Trump. He often beats Trump by more than his competitors, but that other people have a chance at beating him. Here, Bernie is the only one that edges out Trump in this poll, showing again that Bernie Sanders is the one to implement a bold progressive vision and defeat Donald Trump in the process. Centrist timidity from Joe Biden, neoliberal wonkery from Pete Buttigieg, and Elizabeth Warren's inconsistency, none of those things are going to defeat Donald Trump. Only Bernie Sanders' bold, unabashed, generationally solid progressive message can defeat Donald Trump's ugly vision for America. That's what this polling shows. Bernie Sanders has the loyalty of support. He has more donors than anybody. He has small donors all across the country, millions of them. He's the only Democrat competing with Trump on that front. He has to be the nominee. This narrative that the race is over, or that Pete Buttigieg is going to pass Sanders or jump into the big 3 or 4, or that Warren is eclipsing Bernie and it's a choice now between Warren and Biden. All of this is BS. Bernie is still an unabashed frontrunner. He still has the loyal base of support, and he's still the most likely and reliable person to defeat Donald Trump. That's why he can be the nominee, and that's why he should be the nominee.